Today, I'll be going over a Fortnite Iceberg, but this is Save the World, because there's already way too many Battle Royale icebergs, and also I feel like I need to torture myself trying to look this up, because I'm barely mid-Plankerton. All credit goes to RadAclipseYT for making this Iceberg End video possible, so without further ado, let's begin. Ray is your helpful robot companion throughout the Save the World storyline, created by Dr. Vinderman. Her programming is faulty because she fell in a puddle, and that's what causes her to do dangerous things like break Storm Shield. It fits well that she's the first on this list because she's literally with you throughout the whole storyline of Save the World, so I don't even gotta say anything, just roll the clip.
Gun! My brother got scammed for his whole inventory.
Scanner gets scammed. That's what you get for trying to scam. Oh my god, you're a scammer. You're a scammer, bro. You're a scammer. You're a scammer. You're a scammer. Listen.
The Storm King is the final boss of the Save the World storyline, and he's difficult, or at least supposed to be. I'm pretty sure somebody cheesed him by now. You, the player, are the commander, but it was originally supposed to be Dr. Vinderman, but since he isn't there, Ray promoted you instead to the commander. Vindertech is a company in Save the World. They are responsible for making Ray, the Vindertech weapon set, Battle Royale, basically everything in Battle Royale, V-Bucks, and the reboot bands. On June 30th, 2020, Fortnite posted they would stop development on Save the World, which means Twine Peaks will never get a story or anything, which sparked controversy and outrage amongst everybody in Save the World. It started the hashtag Save the World. These are screenshots of the unused rural location in Save the World. I know it shows Battle Royale, but it's for Save the World. Steel Wool is a rock band and science organization in Save the World. One of the notable members is Lars, and one of their notable songs is Stand and Fight. Frost Night is the winter-themed game mode of Save the World. It's like endurance with 30 waves, but you gotta keep fueling the furnace with blue glow. Fail to do so, you lose the mission. Dungeons is a game mode in Save the World. It's a puzzle-esque game mode. There's 4 different levels and it all depends on your power level. Robo Ray was a time-limited pack you could buy. It gave you the Robo Ray Hero, Access Save the World, and V-Bucks. It is still unknown if we're ever going to see it again. The Mythic Storm King is your second encounter with the Storm King. It's a lot harder than the first one, but it gives you access to the Storm King weapon set. Moonglow and Remo crystals are both used for tier 6 crafting. The only issue is, there's no tier 6 crafting in the game, so they're currently useless. This is true. There is some based off of real people such as Neil Armstrong and Amelia Earhart. There's even some based off of fictional characters too, like Lara Croft. So behind the Storm Shield in Stonewood, there's a soccer field, and in the soccer field there's a picnic table with a boombox in it, and it plays Steel Wool music. I went to check myself and I was rather disappointed. So the skill tree was a way of upgrading your fort stats and all of that. It was removed and replaced and simplified with upgrades. You know, I thought this was going to be something really cool, but it turns to find out it's just another term for legendary roles that you can get on your weapon perks. I remember this. If you beat the Storm King before January of 2019, Epic would mail you a Storm King pin. Once you kill the Mythic Storm King, you'll unlock his Mythic weapon set. There's also an easier way to obtain Mythic weapons by just using a weapon voucher in the collection book. The Chrome Husky is a special husk that you can find on mission alerts. It has the ability to revive itself once it takes enough damage. Power level 144 is the highest power level you can achieve on weapons currently. They are extremely difficult to get because you need 5 supercharges, which you can only get from Ventures, and you get them very rarely in Ventures. In short, Soulsuckers is a nickname that many heroes give the takers. I couldn't find anything on this, so I'm gonna assume since there's only one home base, the rest of the home bases get destroyed. So before blasters looked like blasters today, they looked like an original Husk model, which looks funny. So Horde Bash was Fortnite Save the World's first event. It came out even before Fortnite 2017. It re-released once, but then never again. A lot of people, when I looked this up, said it was really fun, so I actually kind of really wanted to come back just to see it, but we all know Epic doesn't care about Save the World. So in the files, there is an unused werewolf mist monster model, and it was going to be used probably for Fortnite mirrors. That's my best guess, and everybody else's best guess, but I guess we'll never find out. If you're wondering why I give y'all no time to read what's on each specific layer, is because I find it more entertaining to just listen to it and be surprised what's on it instead of just knowing. I don't know, personally for me it just ruins the excitement of icebergs. So let me know if y'all don't like it, then I'll just give you more time to read it. So in Twine Peaks, there's this inaccessible area that has a lot of beans and apparently became an inside joke in the Save the World community. I don't know, I'm not there yet. Honey was a crafting material used in the early alpha of Save the World. Right now it has absolutely no use. All I found was the quest Kicking and Screaming in Stonewood, but I'm going to assume there is ambience of screams that sound very demonic. So in the tropical zones there is a coconut that if you searched it, you would be able to switch weapons and sprint, and the only way to fix it is to off yourself.
You just might be Ghost Boss material yourself.
For a time, you can find the drift boards that are originally in Battle Royale and Save the World scattered across the map. They were indestructible. They were removed in update 11.00. In the Hexylvania swamp zones, you could find an Easter egg of Yoda's house. I think it's his house, I'm not too keen on Star Wars lore. Home base used to be bigger, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what she's implying, either the size or the people in it. People I can understand because Dr. Vinderman left, and I think size because in the background of Stonewood Storm Shield you can see a building. I think that's what they're implying. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. The storm is what created the husk, so even in non-storm areas, there's still husks, thus meaning that the storm was once there before. The Dragon's Roar is an AR from the Chinese New Year event, and apparently its affliction damage just like really works really weird, or it's really bugged. As somebody said, they got 35k to 9k damage with the affliction damage, and they probably fixed it by now, but so if you didn't know already, Battle Royale is a simulation used for home base so they can make all the heroes fit and the best of the best when fighting the storm. So if you don't know who the 7 were already, they're a group that wants to break out of the simulation that's in Battle Royale. They consist of the Visitor, the Scientist, the Foundation, the Paradigm, Gino, and the Sisters. And Dr. Vinderman could be one of them. He could be either the Visitor, Gino, the Scientist, and that's it. Because the Foundation is the Rock. Troll keys are used to unlock the Troll Stash chest, and inside the Troll Stash chest is really good loot, and they're really rare to get. So in Save the World, there is a pirate ship that's in a grotto, and the issue is that the grotto and the pirate ship is surrounded by land, and the question remains, how did the pirate ship enter the grotto? I couldn't find any good photos, this is the best photo I could find. I'm pretty sure Evil Ray is referring to Dark Ray in the Long Road Home quest line, where she sounds like a stereotypical New Yorker. Maybe this is referring to how trolls have a similar grin to the troll face. Maybe, maybe not. It's the only thing that I could assume because I couldn't find anything on this. So the Cloak Star is a ninja, but his lore is very interesting. He's mysterious. His past is basically non-existent, and I don't know why people think he's a war criminal. I think it's just because he's so mysterious. The worst he's done is desecrate graves and steal letters. The reason why he's like this and all mysterious is because he doesn't know how to cope with the loss of his wife, which is sad. Save the World has some really dark lore. I couldn't find anything on this, but I'm gonna assume it has something to do with funny number 69. So loot boxes is still an issue in gaming where you spend real money to get random stuff online, and Save the World was no different. They used to do this, and then they got rid of it. They gave everybody a compensation of 1000 V-Bucks and replaced llamas with X-ray llamas so you can see what's inside. So there's this ongoing theory that the loot llamas are actually alive because every time you were open a loot llama they would talk to you. This was actually sort of proven in Battle Royale when there was a llama carcass and you could see a skeleton. I also forgot in Battle Royale the llamas actually now move, so they basically are alive, which means the theory is true. So in Save the World and even Battle Royale, you can find gnomes, and most of the time they're just doing random stuff, which means they're living. They have their own secret gnome society. So if you don't know who Ned is, he's the very kind survivor that won't shut up about his medkit. And apparently the reason why he's always there is because when he was there when somebody broke time, and he teleports to random locations all the time. So the Hydra is a legendary weapon. I think it's a shotgun because it uses shells and slugs, and apparently there's a red version of it because all I found was concept art of a red Hydra. So Drunk Ray is just Ray malfunctioning. She sounds drunk. You can hear her in the Ray in the Rooftop quest and one of the Winterfest quests with beans. I forgot which one. V-Bonks is an old meme where mission alerts that have V-Bucks, everybody would just flood to it because everybody wants a V-Bucks. So the Galaxy Nocturnal was a way for scammers to scam people, claiming that the Nocturnal has like galactic element to it. It's impossible, but it's a way for them to scam. I mean, it is possible now because you can just use the Galaxy wrap on your Nocturnal. So if you don't know who Tim Sweeney is already, he is the CEO of Epic, and apparently there's an apparition of him in Save the World somewhere. I'm pretty sure this is referring to how the YouTuber Beast calls V-Bucks V-Boinks. So on June 29, 2020, Epic announced that they're just gonna keep re-releasing the same content on Save the World and said they're done with the Fortnite storyline, even though it clearly isn't finished because Twin Peaks doesn't have any story to it. This is just Epic being lazy and money hungry and only care about Battle Royale. So there's a theory that Save the World takes place on Venus because the sun movement is dependent on what you're looking at, or the compass or something like that. There's a game theory video on it. You could probably watch it yourself to see yourself, but yeah. So yeah, that concludes the Fortnite Save the World Iceberg. I appreciate all of you that made it through the whole thing. Cut me some slack on the editing. I'm literally doing all of this on a phone, and shout out to Radiclips YT for making this possible. You know, I'll put the Reddit thread on the link below, and thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you eventually if I post again.